All right, so I'm gonna show you guys the trades I went through today. I took two trades today, and both of them were losses. But I will go through them and show you guys kind of my thought process of why I took these trades, and then also why I shouldn't have taken these trades. Right? That is the most important thing about trading. You always see the wins. You always see everyone making money, making thousands of dollars, but it's not that simple. It's about realizing the mistakes you've made. It's about going through what you were thinking during that moment. And after taking these two trades, you see you see the mistakes you made, and these are mistakes that can be avoided in the future, right? Trading is literally just about minimizing as many bad habits and minimizing as many bad mistakes uh, that you can. And it's not fully about improving your edge or improving anything. You already have an edge. Almost anyone can get an edge. It's about the psychology aspect. It's about actually improving the mistakes that you've made and actually realizing the mistakes that you've made. If you don't realize the mistakes you've made, then you constantly will continue making the same mistakes, and which will constantly lead you to losing more money, right? So I'm gonna go through the process of these two trades and the reasons why I took them. Okay, so the first trade was basically we filled this gap. We had this massive gap here that we filled, and I thought we would want to come fill it and then possibly come back down for some sell side liquidity, right? Boy, was I wrong. Look at this, right? Just straight up afterwards, taking out this buy side liquidity, which makes sense now after I look at this trade in hindsight. Which the first trade was an okay trade. It went perfectly for my strategy and it went exactly how I wanted it to go. But the second trade was completely, I would say, emotional trading, maybe revenge trading, right? But I'll show you the reason why I shouldn't have taken the second trade. So the first trade, um, we filled this gap over here, right? We filled this gap, and then we came and broke 5 minute structure. Then all I waited for was a retest of this 5 minute fair value gap, and which we did. We retested this 5 minute fair value gap, and then I took like we retested it over here, and then we came back down, and then that's when I took my trade over here. But then um, I was kind of expecting a rejection over here because we had a wick into the 5 minute fair value gap, and then it kind of looked weak at this point. So I took a trade over here, and then immediately reversed on me, and then it invalidated this 5 minute fair value gap, and then it continued higher. The second time when I wanted to take this trade is I stuck to my bias way too strictly, and I wanted to really take out these sell side liquidities. I really had that set in my mind. However, when we invalidate fair value gaps to the upside and then expecting your bias to continue, that is one of the worst mistakes you can make because it's basically showing you that it wants to go higher. It's not telling you that it wants to go lower. So why would you take a trade, right? So these are the kind of mistakes you should be avoiding. This second trade that I took wasn't supposed to be taken because the chart was not telling me that it wants to head lower, right? We already invalidated this 5 minute fair value gap. There's a reason why I went out of my trade at this point because I know that if we invalidate this 5 minute fair value gap, we're probably gonna head higher and go for buy side liquidity. However, I stuck with my bearish bias and I just wanted to see natural gas come down to the sell side liquidity. But um, the second point of this trade could have been completely avoided and could have been completely yeah, avoided. I shouldn't have taken the second trade because 99% of the time the market will tell you what it wants to do. You just have to be patient enough to be able to read what it wants to do. Do not emotional trade, and always remember you got to review your trades, see the mistakes you're making, see what you were thinking at that point. There's so many different things. This is what makes trading difficult. Trading is difficult because you have to be okay with losing and you have to be okay with constantly reviewing everything that you do, even your mindset, what you're thinking at that point. I know I was revenge trading on the second trade. So in the future you can avoid these mistakes. Yeah, that's basically it for this video. Everyone will show you the gains. Everyone will show you when they make money, when they make all the money they can, but they won't show you this side of trading. And this side of trading is the most important. This is where you actually become profitable, where you review your trades, you understand that you shouldn't have taken this trade. So the next time this kind of thing happens, you understand not to click that button. Thank you for watching this video. I'll catch you on the next one.